Hello my friends, I'm Brett Larkin and you guessed it, this video is chair yoga. This has been requested, perfect for if you have injuries or limited range of motion. Also an interesting video to check out if you just want to know how you can use a chair to stretch if you're in the airport or on the go. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel before we get started. First thing we're going to do is actually take the chair in a different configuration. So I'm going to take it like this just so you can see me, and you don't need to necessarily do this, but we're going to be behind the chair for the first thing. What I want you to do is press your hands into the corners of your chair. Hopefully you don't have a chair that's rounded. If it does, if you do, just hold on to that part. And I want you to begin walking your feet back away from the chair. Press your palms into the chair. I like to extend my fingers as far apart from one another as possible to really activate through my arms, and just find a little simple forward fold here. Good, and then just close your eyes and just begin to notice your breath. Sort of tune the attention inward. Let's take a deep breath in for 4. Deep breath out for 4. Once more, a deep breath in for 4. Deep breath out for 4. Try to breathe in and out through the nose. Last one, big breath in. 4 counts to exhale. Good. Now look down at your feet for me. Make sure they're directly under your hips and that your toes are pointing forward towards the chair. We're just going to begin to activate this a little bit. So as you press your palms into the chair, I want you to spiral your underarms towards the ceiling. Good. And then pull your navel up towards the ceiling, away from the floor. So notice if you're sort of arched in your back. See if you can hug the ribs and the navel away from the floor. Good. Last breath. And then just take the hips a little bit side to side. Super small motion, but see how I'm just moving my hips a little bit to the right and left. Awesome. And then gently come on back up. We'll just feel through the feet. So just lift the left heel, set it down, lift the right heel and set it down, and just notice the effects of just being in that forward fold. Especially if you're new to yoga, forward folding can make you dizzy or maybe cause a headache, so we want to just approach everything pretty slowly. Let's take this a step further. Just point the foot for me. Take it down, point the right foot, take it down and point. Good, and point. There's so many little meridian lines and trigger points in our feet, so just doing this is something that pretty much everyone can do and is really going to make you feel better. Okay, next variation with the forward fold. Same thing, I just want you to put your elbows on top of the chair and now walk back again. You can bring your hands to touch and just let your chest dive towards the floor as a first thing, so you get a nice bicep stretch. Find your 4 count, inhale and exhale here, breathing in and out through the nose. Send the breath into the back and the upper body. And you can definitely keep the knees bent or micro bent if your hamstrings are tight and this doesn't feel comfortable. We want to just feel a gentle opening across the chest here. As you breathe in, just make the upper back and the chest wider with your breath. Fill up the rib cage and the lungs and exhale all the way. 2 more like that. And last one, back of the neck is long, gaze is easy towards the floor. Good. And then gently press yourself up. I'm going to take the chair back this way now. You don't have to move it. It's just so you can see me. And then take the left hand on the chair. So just be to the side of the chair. And don't worry too much about right and left. You'll be able to easily follow along. So you're about 2.5, 3 feet from the chair. I just want you to reach the right arm up and over. We're going to take a big side body stretch. Supported. So use the chair for support. Press the left hand into the chair, or whatever hand is on the chair. Press it in So you're not just kind of collapsing over, you're actually finding length on both sides of the body. And then press into the outer edge of that right foot. So the outer edge of that foot farthest away from the chair. It's okay to let your hips bump out a little bit, but just keep thinking about length through both sides of the body so you're pressing into the chair as you enjoy the side stretch. Good. Lengthen your tailbone down, knit the ribs in, and then see if you can spiral the chest towards the ceiling a little more. 2 more breaths. Think of sending that rib cage up towards the ceiling, really inflating it. Last breath. Good. And then come to sit in the chair. Sit in the front part of the chair so you're not sitting all the way back. You're just kind of perched on the edge. We'll inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, press the air away. Good. Breathe in, take the arms up. Exhale, press the air away. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, this time take the right hand to the left knee and see if you can take the left hand back to grab any part of the chair at all. And you're going to inhale, get long. Exhale, see if you can find a little twist. Good. Breathe in, get long. And exhale, twist. So keep your feet firmly pressing into the floor. Keep your right hand feeling the pressure of this left knee pushing into it, right? Like this. And then just twist a little deeper. Good. Last breath. Nice. And then inhale back to center, arms up. Exhale, press the air away. Take your hands to the chair. Gently press yourself up. Come to stand for the other side. So you'll take right hand to the chair. Feet are hip width apart. You're about 3 feet from the chair. And you're going to reach the left arm this time up and over for your side stretch. Glide the shoulders down and back. Send the breath into the lungs. Think of the left lung really expanding like an accordion, moving towards the ceiling. Good. And then pressure down through that right hand. Notice if you're collapsing, you want both sides, even this underside of the body, to be long. Lengthen your tailbone down. 2 more deep breaths. Really inflate the body from the inside out with your inhale. Exhale all the way. Twist towards the ceiling. Open the chest. Good. And then come on back. Take a seat once again. Just sit in the front part of the chair. Soles of feet really pressing down directly underneath the knees. You're nice and stable. Pull the navel in. Breathe in. The arms, breathe out, just get taller. Good. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, find more length. Slowing down the breath. Breathe in. This time, exhale, take the left hand to the right knee, and you're just going to grab anywhere you can on that chair behind you to help you come into a twist. Breathe in. Find the sitting bones on the chair. Inhale, tailbone to crown of head, get long. And then exhale, press the right knee into the left hand, right? You're finding that connection, and it's helping you twist deeper. 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Don't crane the head or the neck. Breathe in. Pull the navel back into the spine. Find your deepest twist. Good. And gently come back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take the hands to the chair. Press yourself up. Second variation, coming to the side of the chair. Taking the left hand to the chair. So a little different this time. Take the feet hip width apart, but then I want you to step the outside foot, so hopefully your right foot, if you're doing it with me in sync, behind the left foot. See how I just did that? So it just went behind the left foot. And you can adjust if needed. And then from here, you're going to take, same thing, right arm up and over, but the stretch should just be a little different, maybe a little bit more intense. Press into the chair with the left hand. Spiral the chest towards the ceiling. Let the hips bump out. Find a few deep breaths here. So every inhale, you're imagining you can inflate your body with more breath. Filling up so much like you wanted to burst. And every exhale, you're just surrendering to the shape of the pose and pulling your navel back and in. Keep the feet really firmly pressing into the floor. Lengthen the tailbone down. Last 2 breaths. Hear your long, slow, deep breathing in and out through the nose. Good. And then gently come up. Take a seat. All right, this time, as we sit, we'll focus on the hips. So remember, you're sitting on the edge of the chair. You're not sitting back and relaxing. You're up tall. You're going to take the right ankle over the left knee best you can, if you can. All right? And then you might just stay here and play with leaning forward slightly, and you can always sort of hold the chair to support you. And you're looking for a stretch on this outer right hip. So some of you might be right here, or even just doing this is sort of a lot. In that case, you'll just place the hands on the shin, and you'll just breathe here. Just keep that right foot flexed for me. Good. And if you're not feeling a big stretch in the right hip, the next step would be to actually start folding forward. And again, you can kind of hold on to the chair for support. In fact, doing so is kind of nice because that will help you glide your shoulder blades down and back, because you don't want the shoulders up by the ears. You want them down and back. And then, of course, if you have a lot of range of motion and it feels okay to let the head go and let the fingertips dangle towards the floor, you can do that. So there's a lot of places to be, a lot of points you can be at. And then I'm just sort of intuitively taking my left hand to the sole of my foot and just giving my foot some squeezes and a little massage, just because we're right here, right there. And kind of giving the foot a little bit of this massage like this can, just help the body unwind and help make the hip stretch less intense and help the hips unwind more. 2 more deep breaths wherever you are. Send the breath down into the lower body. Good. And then gently press yourself up. Here we go. I want you to hold the underside of your chair with the left hand best you can, or press into it. It kind of depends what kind of chair you have. And just find a little bit of a side stretch here with the hip, just for a breath. Just combining the 2 things we've been working on. What does that feel like? Remember, I'm using my left hand right now to press into the chair so I can really reach. And then I'm going to take my reach a little forward. Reach through the fingertips and a little bit back. And I'm really opening up the whole side body in a really nice way that feels good for me. Good. And then slowly come back. Hopefully you felt a nice stretch on the right side of your back here. And then let the feet come down. Inhale, breathe in. Arms lift. Exhale, clear your space. Let go of whatever just happened. Good. And then press yourself up. Walk over to the other side of the chair for the second variation on the second side. So this time, if you're with me, you're pressing the right hand into the chair, and it's that left foot, or you can just think of it as the outer foot, the foot farthest away from the chair, that's going to step behind you. And then you can sort of adjust as needed. Maybe you need to move a little bit more out to be lined up where you want to be. You're going to look down at the left hand, up and over for the second variation of our side stretch. Glide your shoulders down and back. Notice if the shoulders have hiked up to the ears. Do the best you can to counteract that motion. And you can always kind of micro bend the elbow if that helps. Lengthen the tailbone down. Pull the navel up and in. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, inflate the whole body. Think of expanding the ribs to their fullest capacity as you breathe in. Surrendering to the shape as you breathe out and pulling the navel back and in. So your hips are levering up towards your chin and your tailbone's lengthening down. Last breath. Perfect. Come up to stand. Take a seat. Final time. You're on the edge of the chair, soles of feet directly under the knees, sitting up nice and tall. And then you're going to take this time the left ankle over the right knee. And just give yourself a minute here, because this might be a lot for you, depending where you are, depending what injuries you might have. So you can just stay up here with the hands resting on the shin, close the eyes, draw the shoulders back, and just breathe. Option number 2 would be to take hold of the chair and maybe play with leaning forward, either holding the back of the chair or holding the sides of the chair while gliding your shoulders down and back, which is really nice because you can kind of control how intense this stretches in the left hip. Make sure you're keeping the left foot flexed. And of course, the deepest variation would be to fold all the way forward. Just let the fingertips dangle towards the floor. And because I did it on the other side, I'm just going to gently massage the sole of my left foot with my right hand. If you're folding forward, let the head go, let the neck go. Keep the shoulders drawing down and back. Just ease yourself into the hip stretch. Keep giving that foot a little massage if you're doing it. It feels so good. And it really does help the tension in the hip dissipate faster if you're just sort of soothing yourself. And again, lots of trigger points, meridian lines in the feet, as we talked about earlier. So even though it's chair yoga, the more we can involve the whole body, the more benefits we'll receive. Okay, gently press yourself up. To close, we'll just take some ripples through the spine to integrate everything we just did. So just make sure, again, you're on the edge of the chair, hands on the thighs, and just inhale, open the chest. Draw the shoulder blades down and back. So take the shoulder heads back, feel the shoulders kiss on the back. And then exhale. It's like someone punched you right under your belly button, between your belly button and your pubic bone. I just want you to round and ripple forward and let the head fall, chin into chest. And if you want to hold on to the knees to do this, you can. I just don't want your shoulders up by your ears. So just find where on the thigh you need to go. So just go slow, and then you can pick up the pace a little bit in a minute. I just want us to find our alignment first. Breathe in, look up. Good. And then this is the crucial part. I want you to think of getting taller, right? So you're pulling up a little bit in your groin and your hips as you rock back. So you're always finding that midpoint where you have a lot of length. Breathe in. Get tall. Here's that midpoint, right? And then we open. Out breath initiates the rounding. Get tall. There's that midpoint. And we exhale round. Good. Just do 3 more on your own. Hear your breath. Go slow, really luxuriate in the movement. Last one. Good. And then just come to your tall spine. Hands on the thighs. Just let the shoulder blades be heavy and drawing down and back. Feel the crown of head directly above your 2 sits bones. Chin parallel to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And deep breath in. Fill up all the way. Inflate belly, ribs, chest. Deep breath out. Last time, breathing in, fill up all the way. Exhale completely. And gently open your eyes. You can bring your palms together. Thank you so much for joining me for this chair yoga routine. Let me know in the comments how this went for you. Do you want to see more chair yoga like this on my channel? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Make sure to like this video if you haven't done that already, and subscribe to my channel. Take a look down there. Make sure that subscribe button is clicked, and I will see you in my next video. From my heart to yours, namaste.